let's play some ball.
Casey just played with Coach Brian Kiley. We are going to be playing ball in just a second. Sanamo making his warm-up tosses. We already gave you our home team starting lineup. We already gave you some keys to victory. I apologize for some of the technical issues that we had in the top of the show, but I think that we're good to go now. Potton, it's crazy to think this is already the 19th game of the season. Feels like we just got started. It's already into district and everything else.
Yeah, can you believe Saturday, April 1st? I mean,
April Fools, right?
Jesus. It's your birthday?
No, close enough. Do say Abear and Vortic will be 1, 2, and 3 for the Braves when play resumes, or starts rather. Our first pitch will be brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. All mound visits are brought to you by 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change. Scoreboard updates, if we can get them, are brought to you by Maritime Safety Solutions. Our stinger of the game will be brought to you by Buzz Off Mosquito Control. Injury reports and injury timeouts, we hope there are none, but they're brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. I want to thank all of our awesome sponsors for allowing us to be here. 3T Oil, home of the drive-through oil change, the Blue Boot Foundation, Performance Automotive and Accessories, Rev, RTC, E-Tel, and Vision Communications are now Rev. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Industrial Power Systems, check out the generators for all your engine and generator needs. Golden Motors, where price is priority. Ashley Barrios, State Farm and Cutoff. And we've got about 10 or 12 more.
First for the Braves, number 3, Duce.
As Duce stands in. The first pitch brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company from Luke Sanamo. High, 1-0. So we're underway. And are thinking Joe Septic on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. 1-0. Chopped on the left side. That's a fair ball. And it'll be an infield single.
Yeah, Kuro came up to field the ball.
Up next for the Braves, number 18, Abear.
It took a bounce and it hit him. Right when it hit him, he just bobbled the ball.
Yeah, if you'd have let that one roll, it may have trickled foul, but we'll never know. Abear stands in with a leadoff man aboard for the Braves. Pitch, high, 1-0.
Duce with a very long, extended secondary lead at first.
People have been running on the Tarpons in recent weeks. I want to thank SL Bank, local and friendly banking made easy, and also Calvin Braxton Ford as they throw back.
While watching Eduardo in his pregame, he was on point getting that ball down to second.
And Thibodeau Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region, as well as Duck Fab Inc. Throw back and he's in safe. Maritime Safety Solutions LLC, and then rounding out the list, Melissa Campo CPA. We thank them all so much for their support of Tarpon Athletics. The 1-0. Hit foul on the left side, out of play, and it's 1-1.
Few pitches this side bat. Eduardo was getting up in his stance, ready, to fire that ball to second. Hopefully that's not going to throw Luke off a little with the mound.
Yeah, you also don't want to commit interference like we saw. What was it, against Assumption where he got hit? Or maybe against Letcher.
No,
yeah,
Letcher. Sanamo does have a good pickoff move.
Yeah, he does. Throw back again, and he's in safe again. On deck is Vortic. Abear at the plate. The Braves trying to get an early run or two across in the top of the first inning. Pitch. Inside for a ball, 2-1. How many times last year did we see South Lafourche turn a double play on an instance like this? A ton. Love a sharp ground ball right at somebody. They throw back and he's in safe. You would have never known that it was storming here about an hour ago. There's a lot of sun in the sky. 2-1. Hit to left center. That's dropping. That's a hit. And that's going to be big trouble. Tarpons hustle it back in there. It'll be runners at second and third, and a great start for the Braves. They've come off the bus swinging, and they've got a couple in scoring position in the early stages of the game.
Should they be able to base hit? Took
Up
something on the throat,
next for the Braves,
I guess.
Vardick.
Yeah. And now it's going to be an interesting situation as Vordick stands in, and he has got some pop. He has got several home runs in his career. See if the Tarpons could weave out of a jam. Sandoval delivers. That's hit. Caught by Pearson. Sharp. Doubling them up. There's 2 away. The runner at second got off the bag of line. Drive, double play. And that's just the way the season has gone for HL Bourgeois on offense. Got runners at second and third. Their best hitter laces it, but right at Pierce, who doubles him off.
Up next for the Braves, number 29, Prejean.
Lope just rise on a very hard hit ball by Vordick.
Prejean stands in. See if Sandoval could get all the way out of this. Pitch. The strike 0-1. Good pitch from Sandoval, and it's 0-1.
From my viewpoint, even with the batter, it's hard to see where the ball's
hit. Yeah, we might need to skirt the table over in future home games. It's kind of tough to tell. That one's chopped up the middle. Sandoval's got it. Easy routine play. That retires the side. The Tarpons get into trouble, but get out of it in style. Tarpons will send 1, 2, and 3 to the plate. We'll be back in 1 minute with the home half of the first. Sit here when play resumes.
All right, tonight's first inning is brought to you by Advanced Eye Institute. Dr. Darby Chasson, Advanced Eye Institute.
With, fastball here to open the game. Sandoval can drive it.
Yeah, he can. There's really no wind. It was blowing early.
Leading off for the Tarpons, number 3, Luke Sandoval.
The first pitch that he's going to see from Vordick is low, 1-0. We mentioned his warm-up tosses were all over the place. So maybe the Tarpons take a patient approach if they were paying attention to that.
Yeah, 4 of them came our way.
That one's chopped foul on the left side, and it's 1-1. For the Braves, catching Vortic is Cole Guidry. Playing first is Dawson Prejean. Playing second, Jaden Romero. Playing third, Brody Hebert, Shark Trey Duce. The outfield, Landry in right, Atkins in center, and Rogers in the left. 1-1. Good breaking pitch. It's 1-2. Good hook there. And he's ahead in the count to Sanamo, who's been swinging it well. He steps out.
Working from the stretch.
1-2 is high, 2-2. After a tough one against Assumption, the Tarpons would love to get an early run or two, play from ahead. Something they were never able to do against the Mustangs. 2-2. Hit to the left side and through the glove of the shortstop. That is going to be an error. It was a hard hit ball, but it was right at Duce. He should have fielded that one. And the Tarpons are now having an early inning base runner.
Yeah, hard hit ball. Shortstop's got to make that play.
Up next for the Tarpons, number 7, Jacob Pierce.
Jacob Pierce stands in.
Sanamo does his job as a leadoff. Get on base.
See if they ask him to lay one down. He is showing it. And taking one high, 1-0.
0-3-1.
Tarpons don't have as much speed on the bases as they did last year, so they don't attempt as many steals as they throw back in runners and safe. He almost threw that away.
And Sanamo was walking towards second when he made the throw. Thankfully, it was high and almost threw it away.
He was leaning a little bit. Here's showing bunt again. Pulls back, and it's a called strike. See, we've seen so much of that. Tarpons trying to bunt and are not bunting strikes. They're popping up. It's been a struggle. And then you get 2 strikes on you, and then you're in trouble as they throw back and he's unsafe. Vortic delivers, runner goes, pitches a ball, they'll throw down, and it's into the outfield, so it'll be a stolen base for the Tarpons and a runner in scoring position.
That's something we haven't seen the Tarpons do a whole lot, just straight out steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pitch out the strike zone, and the catcher the ball got away from him.
Oh, yeah, and it was no doubt. I mean, it was absolutely a ball. The only question was whether or not he had pulled it back, which he did. Still showing bunt. Pulls back. Wide, 3-1. The Braves threatened in the first but could not score because of the big line-out double play. Now the Tarpons are threatening with a runner at second and no out. And Jacob Pierce ahead in the count, 3-1. And he walked him. So good at bat for the Tarpons. Gave us before the game on Vortic and said, if you know, you'll know early whether or not he's on. The warm-up tosses were not ideal. And an early walk. And another pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
Well, the key is how long they stay with him.
Yeah. You're facing a good hitter here. A guy would love to drive something somewhere. The 1-0 is chopped on the left side, foul, and it'll be 1-1. They played about an inning and a half of junior varsity baseball today, and then Mother Nature said that'll be all. Started storming. And lightning delays and everything in between washed that one out completely.
Yeah, with that lightning, it just 10 miles, we got to get everyone in.
The 1-1, both runners are going. That one's going to be popped up. You got to get back. On the infield, it is caught. The Tarpons do retreat, and there's an out.
Yeah, it was an infield fly rule.
Guys are going to have to bear with this on some of these as Lede will stand in. With the lefty batter, it makes it a little easier for us. The pitch. There's a strike, 0-1.
Tarpons were aggressive with a hit and run. Unfortunately, the ball's popped up to the second baseman.
A lot of room on the left side for Jack if he wants to go oppo. Nearly hit him, gets into the backstop. Everybody's going to move up. There'll be runners at second and third. Now ground ball to the right side could get you a run. Fly ball to the outfield could get you a run. One ball and one strike. Vortic's pitch. High. Good block by their catcher, or good stab by their catcher, Gidry. 2-1. A little bit of military pitching. Up, down, left, right for Vortic.
He's all over.
2-1. Hit in the air to left field. That's big trouble. That's a fair ball, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Tarpons on at least a double from Lede. He will stop at second base. The Tarpons have a 2-run lead on the 2 RBI double. A good start for the Tarps. And Galicia will stand in.
Yeah, nice job.
So Galicia stands in with a chance to do even further damage. Pitch. Strike, 0-1. 2 across for the Tarps on the 2 RBI double from Lede. The results start off. Sanamo reached safely and Pierce drew a walk. Those were the Ducks that were on the pond. Now the 0-1 to Galicia. High, 1-1. Your senior catcher, one of your leaders, trying to get a knock here. And he sees a strike, 1-2. Give the Tarpons, you get a chance to earn 28 power points plus 2 for playing up. 30-point game for them tonight. Vortic will step off.
And we were talking about that. You kind of dug yourself a hole right here where you 32 coming into this game, but now you got to hope and watch teams ahead of you that they start dropping a few games.
Yeah, you're gonna need a win. You're gonna need some teams to lose. That's the reality of the situation. And what's interesting, so we'll wait on this 1-2 pitch, which is low. You got teams like HL Bourgeois and Terrebonne in our local 5A district that are outside of the top 24. And I had Cameron Pierce earlier this week. He said, hey, our only goal is just winning our district. We're playing one round. Let's get hot. Let's win all those district games and earn ourselves a spot. And I'll tell you something else that Cameron Pierce told me that is going to be of interest to the Tarpons after this 2-2 pitch. Vortic working kind of slow with the runners on base. The pitch in the dirt. Chalmette's not in the top 24. They are going to win their district. So the Tarpons and others have to get into the top 23 to get in. So a difficult task gets even more difficult. That one's grounded on the left side. Gloved by the third baseman. Got him in a pickle, and they're going to get the tag down there on Lede at second. So Galicia will go to first. The Braves get the lead runner. That's a good job there by their third baseman, Bear. And there's now of all trades. He plays all over the diamond for the Tarpons, does Mason. We've seen him at first. On the mound, second. I think he even played a little right field one game, if I'm not mistaken.
That's where he's at this evening.
That one's popped up. They're chasing it down. The shortstop wants it, and he makes the play, and that'll retire the side. Tarpons get 2 runs on a 2 RBI double from Jack Leday. They take a 2-0 lead. The Braves will have a chance to answer. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KLEB.
I think that's where.
It's brought to you by Chris Colley, Greater Lafourche Perk Commission, Chris Colley.
That's such a momentum deflator when you get your first 2 guys
Lead
on,
off for the
don't
Braves,
score,
number
and then they come back and
22,
score.
Atkins.
See if Sanamo can have a shutdown inning for his guys. Atkins will stand in. First pitch of the second inning is cut on and missed, 0-1. Now the 0-1 delivery. Yeah, it's a called strike, 0-2, so good start to the inning for Luke on the mound. Atkins is their center fielder. And he's behind big. The 0-2. Got him looking, and there's one away.
Atkins did not like that call at all.
Not going to lie, I thought that was ball 1, but we'll take it.
Next
As
up for the
Romero will
Braves,
stand in.
number 8,
corner.
Romero.
You know, they did say that the bases are going to be bigger. Maybe home plate's a little bigger. As Romero stands in. There's a ball 1-0.
No.
Actually, MLB starts tomorrow. My Braves will be destroying the Washington Nationals tomorrow. Inside 2-0.
I don't know what all these rule changes and.
Yeah, are they even allowed to still swing a bat?
Yeah, you can only swing every other pitch.
Romero's their second baseman. And he sees a strike, 2-1. That was a good one from Luke. 2-0 Tarps. HL Bourgeois trying to do some damage to that. Sanamo working quick. That's why, 3-1. It's good to be back home at Eddie Blanchard Field. Some renovations here. The 3-1. Chopped foul. You have to find out if the Tarpons are going to play Covington at any point, right? Remember that game was postponed. They've been trying to find a common date.
I think it may be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. 3-2.
Got him.
Swing and a miss, and there's 2 away. Good job by Sanamo. He fell behind early in the at-bat, but battled back.
Next up for the Braves, number 10, Landry.
And he's got a chance to maybe strike out the side as Landry will stand in. He's a lefty. Facing the righty, Sanamo, who delivers a pitch for a ball. I flinched a little. I thought that one was maybe a strike. But it's a little wide. Eduardo did a good job trying to frame it.
Oh, he set up a little to the outside.
Yeah. That one's no doubt high, 2-0. There's some students out in right field having a good time. There's some students out in left field and also in center having a good time. 2-0. Way wide, 3-0. See if he could battle back.
You just couldn't see out in outfield. You had to mention left, right, center.
Well, I started in right. I didn't know they were out there.
Good to see them out there.
Yeah, for sure. 3-0. Strike 3-1.
Boy, he delays his strike calls.
Yeah. Landry was heading towards first. Got called back. Guitros urging on Sanamo, the 3-1. Hit on the right side. Gloved. And it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the Tarpons defense. They do an excellent job there. Lede fields it, gets it to the bag, and that'll retire the side. It's 1-2-3 for the Braves. That'll set up Berg, Johnson, and Kale when play resumes. We'll be back in 1 minute on HLB. More than capable hitter. He's had a little bad luck at the plate. Sees one high, 1-0.
And you have to write exactly what type of award you get, so I could shout that out tomorrow.
I'm getting some sort of community award from fire department tomorrow, as it's wide, 2-0. They must have run out of people in the community.
Well, no.
The 2-0. That's hit hard, but foul. Berg gives it a ride. But more of that. Finding the barrel, hitting it hard.
Maybe we can play with some orange balls or yellow balls.
All right.
I mean,
I do that in golf, knowing that I'm going to hit the ball in the trees all day long. I play with an orange ball. It's easier to find.
I don't want to find mine.
Right.
Get bit by a snake.
2 balls and 1 strike. Hit in the air to left. The park should hold it, and it will be caught out there in left, but he gave it a ride, and Rogers makes the play. There's 1 out. Brock Johnson will stand in with an opportunity to maybe get the first base runner of the inning. See if we could get Brock to get a base shot somewhere. Pitch from Vortic. Strike 0-1. So he's locating a little better this inning than he did last. There's no balls and 1 strike. Check swing.
No.
He did not go around, and it's 1-1. Didn't even come close to going around.
Now, see, I like the home plate umpire asking right away for help.
Yeah. The 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2.
Yeah, caught right on the inside corner.
Oh, yeah, that was a good pitch, for sure. If the pitch that rung up Atkins was a strike early, that one was a strike too, no doubt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Johnson. Low. 2-2. Bottom 2, the Tarpons have a couple of runs across on an RBI double from Leday. The pitch. High and inside, 3-2. You can see how much that ball moves, though, because it really wasn't a ball by a ton. It almost looked like it was going to hit him, and it dropped in. The 3-2. Fisted foul on the right side, and we'll do it over again.
Then that's a pitch that Johnson's got to try and attack because that's right on the inside corner.
Hayden Colley, the home run hitter. He's on deck. He slugged one out a couple games ago against the Gators. The 3-2. Foul tip into the glove, and there's 2 away. It's a little late on it.
No,
Jump around.
I like Eduardo.
Yeah, okay.
Eduardo.
Pitch. High, 1-0. No one has a wrestling theme, so obviously I'm not in the lineup. If I were in the lineup,
you might be getting that wrestling award tomorrow.
I'll take it. It is WrestleMania weekend. The 1-0 is wide, 2-0.
Stone Cold.
I got to say this.
Hit you with a table too.
We got a game Saturday at 1 at Hanville. If the game's not over by 4, I'm leaving. I'm going to watch WrestleMania, so I'm just letting you know in advance that's why 3-0. That I'm contracted for 3 hours. I'm leaving after when the clock strikes 4.
Yeah, because in the Gister household, there's no such thing as called taping, recording something.
The 3-0 is in the dirt. It's a 4-pitch walk. No, look, full disclosure, I'm actually might have to miss night 1. I'm going to probably be going to shoot the All-Star game that night for the basketball.
That's true.
Or he takes a look, delivers. That's wide, 1-0.
Congrats to Jacob Puro from the Tarpons. They'll be playing in there.
Yep, Gabby Lee and Elise Hunter as well.
That's right.
Runner goes, got a huge jump, no doubt about it. He stole that one easy, and he stole that one off the pitcher. He got a huge jump. And it's actually 1-1. Plate. So Colley steals it. And now if Sanamo could find the outfield somewhere, the Tarpons could maybe get an insurance run. That would be an Ashley Barrios State Farm agent insurance run. The pitch. Hit on the left side. Going to have to make a play. The shortstop plays it on the hop. They get him by a half a step, and that'll retire the side. So the Tarpons get a runner in scoring position, but nothing on the board. We're going to the 3rd inning.
third inning is brought to you by Superior Shipyard. Superior Shipyard.
Tarpons trying to have a clean defensive inning.
Lead off for the Braves.
Keep that momentum.
Number 12, Guidry.
Cole Guidry, the catcher, will stand in. First pitch of the third inning. Cut on and missed 0-1.
Nice pitch from Sandoval. Like Guidry was a little late.
He's thrown it well. 0-1. Chopped on the left side. Cural's got a glove on it. Got to make a throw, and he does. Took the first baseman all day off the bag a smidge, but he landed on it comfortably. And there's one away.
Yeah, nice job by Jack LeDick. Came off the
Up
bag
next for the
made the
Braves.
catch, and
Number 15,
quick
Rogers.
enough to step on that bag before Guidry can get there.
Logan Rogers will stand in. He's the left fielder. Some lights on in the outfield. I don't know that that's going to last. I think it might make him take it off before we resume play.
I think umpire asks the batter. He's okay with it.
The strike 0-1.
No, I'd be complaining right now.
Yeah, I couldn't see the ball, Blue.
Wait a minute. Should be a no pitch.
But if you're out there, you should also know, hey, man, take your damn lights off. The 0-1. Hit up the middle. Charging it is the second baseman, Buzigard, to the bag. That's a good defensive play. It just got under the glove of Sanamo, and it squeaked out to Buzigard, who made a nice play for the out.
The home plate umpire is going to go ahead and first base coach, Bourgeois, saw the lights. And
Oh, yeah. I mean, hitting is hard enough, much less when you're being blinded.
Up next for the Braves, number 3, Ducey.
Ducey will stand in. He got a base hit to lead off the game. Sanamo working quick, getting some early inning outs. That's low, 1-0. He lasts through Thursday. Today's a Wednesday, and he only threw about 40. So, yeah, he's good to go. He's going to be able to go as much as his arm allows, the 1-0. Hit hard, and there's another base hit to Ducey. Doggone lights are on again. A-Bear will stand in.
Next up for the Braves, number 18, A-Bear. Please take your lights off out in center field. Thank you.
There we go. Hopefully that'll be the last time we have to worry about that, as Brody A-Bear will stand in. You know, we're doing, as they throw back in the runners and safe, we're doing such a good job on the radio that they just can't bring themselves to leave their car to watch the game. That's what it is. So we apologize for that. Sanamo delivers. It's low, 1-0. Or 2-0, rather. No, 1-0, my bad. That's the first pitch of that.
There goes your good job.
Well, the lights are off now. Throws back and the runner's in safe.
Big out here. We definitely want to get A-Bear. We don't want to see Vortic in this.
No, we don't want to see Vortic. It's much better to see Vortic when there's no one on base. If you're a Tarpon fan, the Braves fans to our right, they are wanting to see Vortic with runners on the pond, as they'll throw back after the ball and the runner's in safe. It'll be now 2-0. And could potentially be a big swing, because the Tarpons also have the heart of their order coming up in the home half of the third. 2 balls, no strikes. Inside, 3-0.
Look at the crowd. Decent crowd. Not as big as the Lutcher crowd. There's a decent-sized crowd.
Yeah. Let's be honest, the weather is maybe something to do with that. A little rain, then a little nippy. The 3-0 is a strike, 3-1.
Oh.
I'm surprised as it came down. I'm surprised how dry everything here is. Just goes to show we haven't had much rain this spring. 3-1 is a ball, and the Braves have a couple of guys on with 2 outs.
Let me ask. I know looking at way ahead to Saturday, but the field at Hahnville, is it a turf field or?
The last time I did a game there, it was not. But the last time I did a game there was when they were in our district. So I mean, that's
wild
ages ago. So
Braves, number 24, Vortic.
a big spot. Sanamo delivers wide, 1-0. Got to find that release point. Start throwing some strikes. It's a tough hitter. Pitch. There's
Nice
a good
pitch.
one. That's a good curveball. It's 1-1. One ball and one strike. Sanamo takes a peek at the runner, now delivers. Chopped foul, so he's potentially one pitch away from getting out of the pickle.
Send a special thanks to Travis Douglas, telling us there's no turf at Hahnville.
Awesome, thanks,
and
Coach.
he's saying no lights. But we got lights in center field. We had lights in center field with that car.
right. That's surprising. I'm shocked to hear they don't have lights. The 1-2. Grounded to the third baseman. Curall will get it to the bag in time to retire the side. The hard hit ball and a tough play, but Curall makes it. We're going to the home half of the third. It's 2 for the Tarpons, 0 for the Braves. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Tonight's fourth inning is brought to you by Coastal
We've had enough
Broadcasting.
of that rule this year.
I have a feeling it's more than 1 or 2 people keeping the score on that.
Pierce will stand in.
Lead off
in the
for the
first.
Tarpons, number 7, Jacob Pierce.
Jacob came around to score after the walk. The pitch from Vortic is high, 1-0. Vortic's 1-0 delivery low, 2-0. Tarpons trying to get an early inning base runner like they did in the first when they played at 2. And they're a pitch away from that happening potentially, but it's 3-0. He's missed up, he's missed down, he's missed into the left-handed batter's box. Now the 3-0, he misses into the left-handed batter's box wide again. 4-pitch walk.
Green light.
I'm letting 11 swing, but they're not paying me to make that decision as they throw back and he's in safe. Vortic takes a peek at the runner, throws back, and he throws it away. That may make the decision a little easier, but the Tarpons get a free base on the botched pickoff attempt. So Pierce will now stand at second.
It's one thing Jacob Pierce does on the base is he aggravates.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
The pitcher, he's just so active. You have to keep an eye on him.
He sits to the outfield, can maybe draw another insurance run. Time called. They're all taking a long time to get back into the batter's box. Now we rock and roll. Pierce taking his lead over at second. Still dancing around out there. The pitch. Popped. Foul. And it's 0-1. Told that a fan made an error out there. I could assure you that if a ball is hit this way, I will make an error. That's behind them on cue. Action you shall receive.
Kind of hard to.
Well, actually, you know what, Coach? The old scoring rule is that if it doesn't touch anybody, it's not an error, and I ain't touching it. So it might just be a base hit or, you know.
No, you can't touch a ball if you're under the table.
Exactly. That's usually the strategy. The Tarpons have moved from first to third without having to do anything. A failed pickoff attempt and a wild pitch. Now Cural's in a spot where just a lazy ground ball to the right side could get an insurance run across. It's high. It's 2-1. I'm a little surprised, I'll be honest, already with 3 innings batted for the Braves and they have not scored. I'm a little surprised that they're not coming in a little bit. They're in slightly on the corners, but they're back in the middle.
Yeah, it's a good spot here for Cural.
The 2-1. Hit hard to center. It's going to be caught by the center field. Tarpons tag. It's going to be a close play, and he's in there on the RBI sacrifice fly. So the same time as the runner, it was just high, as you said, as now Lede will stand in. He has a 2 RBI double. Tarpons take advantage of the Braves' mistakes and work another one around. And that's got to drive the Braves crazy, man. You give up a leadoff walk. We already talked about leadoff walks always come around to score. That's a strike. But a leadoff walk turns into a throwaway at first, and then a while, like,
Yep.
Tarpons didn't have to do a whole lot to get that run across.
And took advantage of running at third with no outs and
Yep.
did the sacrifice fly.
The 0-1. Wide, 1-1. There's no NCAA tournament tonight to follow. There's no Pelicans game to follow.
No NIT.
Nope. Our scoreboard updates are going to be few and far between, but they are by Maritime Safety Solutions, the ones we have. The 1-1, foul into the net. It's 1-2. Did you see that LSU's favored in the Final Four against Virginia Tech by 2.5 points?
Yes, I did.
Did you see that South Carolina's favored by 11? And their game must be nice playing a Final Four game. You're a double-digit favorite.
Well, South Carolina still has some work to do.
The 1-2. That was hit right back to the pitcher, who will run it to the bag and make the play for the out. So it's hit hard but right at him, and Galise.
Yeah.
See if Galise could find a 2-out knock and get Alamo to go run the bases for a little while. It's the pitch. Good.
That's
Breaking pitch
nice
for a strike.
pitch.
From our vantage point, it starts and it's right at his shoulder, and then it just snaps back in and paints that inside black. The 0-1 low, 1-1. I am excited for MLB opening day tomorrow, man. I will be out actually at a sports book while the Braves are playing the Nationals. That could be bad news for my savings account. The 1-1 is low. I'll be hosting a sports betting show on ESPN 100.3 tomorrow from 10 to noon. I mentioned that to mention there won't be any play-by-play tomorrow because I'm going to be out in the city. That's high. Thank God there's a screen. It's 3-1.
You know, after maybe a few years of rain and it might dry rot.
Right? Right?
Oh,
3-1. He walked him, so the Tarpons have a 2-out base runner. And Alamo. He's got a good feeling.
got a little 2-out rally going.
Alamo has a bigger lead than he normally does. I need to shorten that up because he almost got picked off. He is in safe. Guard worked on the mound Tuesday, just didn't have his best stuff. Runner's going. He'll throw down there. If he had the tag down, he's out. Yep. It's a good throw by Guidry, getting it to the second baseman Romero, and it will retire the side. The Tarpons get an insurance run. They lead 3-0. We'll be back with the fourth inning in a minute on KLEB. That's
For the
good work.
Braves, number 29, Prejean.
Prejean grounded out to Sanamo his first time up. First pitch of the fourth inning, already in the middle innings here. Sanamo winds and fires. Chopped foul to the left of the bag. It's 0-1. Goes down the third base side. Curall gave chase.
See a Brave coaching staff trying to get energy from his dugout.
Yeah, you're only down 3, man. Got a couple of runs right here. You're right back in it. There's a strike 0-2. Good pitch from Curall.
Sanamo.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sanamo, my bad. The 0-2. Hit a mile in the air on the right side. And caught a snow cone catch from Angelette, but in the box score it all looks the same. You have to go a long way, but he
Next
does
up
make
for
the
the
push
Braves,
out.
number
He
22,
came up hard to make
Atkins.
the play, and like
Overran it, it looked like.
in the ball, yeah, kind of peeled a little away from him. He made a nice catch.
Now Atkins will stand in. Sanamo's delivery. Here's a strike, 0-1.
Atkins has not been happy with his home plate umpire.
No, he struck out looking his first time up. He thought that one was going to hit him. It was called a strike. The 0-1. Hit in the air. Should be routine for Buzigard. Makes the play, and there's 2 away. So 2 quick outs for the Tarps.
Next up for the Braves,
And
number
Romero
8,
will stand in.
Romero.
He also struck out back in the second inning. And for the Braves, it's getting late. You're in the fourth inning, 2 outs, down 3 runs. Got to start making something happen. Sanamo delivers wide, 1-0. I mentioned Curall a minute ago. Don't know if he's going to throw tomorrow or Saturday, but you know he's going to throw one of those 2 days, either against Morgan City or Hanville. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And from what I'm hearing, he's ready to go right now. So it can be any one of those days.
It's good to hear that his body is healed and there was no soreness or anything after his first start. That one's chopped up the middle to Sanamo, who will easily get it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tarpon defense looking good. Good pitcher on the mound throwing strikes. It's 3-0 South Lafourche. We'll be back in a minute with the Tarpons trying to add insurance in the bottom of the fourth on KLEB. Any insurance you could get would feel really good right now if you're Big Blue. Beauregard is grounded out. Out there for the Braves. First pitch of the bottom of the fourth is forthcoming. Here it is. It's hit on the right side, grounded by the second baseman. Waits back on it, and it ends up being a pretty close play, but they get the out. That is Romero to Prejean.
He was waiting on the ball to get to him, and it seemed like it kept slowing down the closer it was getting.
So hit a laser beam foul to the left in that same at bat. Let's see if he could straighten one out. It's low, 1-0. Johnson is on deck for the Tarps. Berg at the plate. Vortic trying to get the game back to his offense. The 1-0. Low, 2-0. Coach Guitros just said, and I quote, "It sounds like a graveyard in here. Let's make some noise." He's trying to get his dugout involved. That's high, 3-0. You got to think red light right here, huh? 3-0.
Yeah.
C1.
Yeah.
He walked him on 4. If the Tarpons can make that one hurt.
They've been making them hurt pretty much all game.
Bottom of the order will have to come through. Shows bunt. And looks at a strike, 0-1. Guitros telling Brock Johnson, lay down with some confidence. Borg delivers. He bunts it, popped up foul. Man, that's frustrating. That's been an ongoing struggle for the Tarps trying to play small ball and just not able to get it down.
Yeah, we got to get these bunts down.
Assumption got them down Tuesday 100% of the time they were asked to. And I know it's frustrating because I know they work on this constantly. The 0-2. Low, 1-2. Collie is on deck. He drew a walk his first time up. Berg runs pretty well over at first, but he's in safe. I think that they threw back over there. Morgan City in the house tomorrow. I'm told Morgan City's got an arm, but I don't know if we're going to see him tomorrow or not. The 1-2. Grounded on the left side. The third baseman will get it to the second base bag for 1, and that's all they'll get. So it's a fielder's choice ground out. And a good play out there, maneuvering through some stuff. So Hayden will stand in. Collie drew a walk. Tarpons would love to get the top of their order up with a couple of guys aboard. That'll depend on this at-bat here. Collie has been swinging it pretty well lately. Vortic delivers. It's a called strike 0-1. A little half check swing. There was just a called strike there. Steps off. Collie has some pop. You give it a ride. They throw back and the runner's in safe.
Tarpons ran themselves out of the inning last inning. Let's see if they'll send Johnson or not.
He's going. Got a big old jump. It's a curveball they'll throw down there. He beat it easy. A, he got a big jump. B, he got a great pitch to run on with it being the hook. And he's now in scoring position. It'll be 1-1 with now the runner over at second. So if Collie could have a ball sneak into the outfield somewhere, Johnson going on contact could maybe score. Pitch. He had a mile in the air. This should be playable and routine. They're chasing it down the outfield. The center fielder wants it, and that'll retire the side. The Tarpons get a runner in scoring position, but nothing on the board. We're going to the fifth. It's 7, 8, and 9. Landry, Guidry, and Rogers for the Braves when play resumes. We'll be back in a minute on KLEB.
Brought to you by
That's
Red.
not easy to do against the way Santamore's pitching.
He is throwing very well, working into the fifth. Landry grounded out to the first baseman his first time up.
Next up for the Braves, number 10, Landry.
Santamo delivers the first pitch of the inning. Wide 1-0.
Temperature keeps dropping.
Oh, come on, man. It's beautiful out here. The 1-0 is a strike. Let me tell you this. When football starts and it is 160 degrees in the press box, I will want some of this cool breeze.
I agree, but it's not there yet.
The 1-1. Low, 2-1. You know, it's weird. We've had such weird football seasons. You know, the COVID year got postponed where we missed a lot of the hot weather. Then Ida got postponed, missed a lot of hot weather. It's a curveball wide, 3-1. And a mound visit brought to you by 3T, home of the drive-through oil change. Eduardo Galicia going to go tell Santamo, hey, brother, let's throw a strike here. I think maybe there's an issue with the signs, but it looked like Eduardo was expecting something different from what he got on the last pitch.
Yeah, a lot of times when the catcher runs out and talks to the pitcher that quick, it could be a mix-up on a sign.
A little communication issue. The 3-1 is a ball, and the Braves will have a leadoff base runner. Landry will head
Next
on over
up for the
there.
Braves, number 12, Guidry.
Looks like Worley heading down to the pins for the Tarpons.
He threw a good bit on Tuesday, but he must have stayed under his number. Pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. You know, early in the game, down 3 with your 8-hole guy on first, no out, those would be bunting. But with only 9 outs to play with, you don't want to give up any of your outs. The 0-1, hit in the air, should be routine. And they'll make the play. Johnson retires him. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a little moment of panic.
Next up
Because
for the
the umpire was
Braves, number
blocking
15,
Johnson from my view.
Rogers.
And when I saw Kale head out the other way, I didn't realize that Brock was there.
Well, they did a good job communicating. Hayden had that ball called from the start, and it was just a great job by the outfield communicating.
Rogers will stand in. He grounded to the second baseman his first time up. It's wide, 1-0. Another ground ball to the second baseman could potentially get the Tarpons out of the inning. Sanamo takes a look over at first. That's where Landry is. Throws back, and he's in safe. Luke is a Mr. South Lafourche nominee, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
That's awesome. I want to also shout out Riley Brantley. She's our Gazette student photographer. She's one of them. I'll get the full list so we're not leaving anybody out after this pitch. That's grounded up the middle. Could be 2. Pierce to the bag for 1. Got to make a throw, and it takes him off the bag. Took him off the bag because there was a little collision between he and Buzigard out there, but the Tarpons do at least get 1 out.
Next up for the Braves, number 3, Duce.
Now Duce will stand in. He's 2 for 2. Let's get you that Mr. and Mrs. South Lafourche list. We wait on this pitch.
Right.
That's a strike, 0-1. Good pitch. Connor Chasson, Jacob Curall, Ross Rodriguez, and Luke Sanamo are the nominees for Mr. South Lafourche. For Miss South Lafourche, Riley Brantley, Daniela Galicia as they throw back and they're safe, Jenna Guidry, and Kinsley Taylor. 8 tremendous young people. Pitch is low by Galicia, but no advance. Yeah.
That's a mistake on the Braves base running.
And look, if they get a base hit up the middle, it's going to be 1st and 3rd instead of 3-1 because of that mistake. One. Breaking pitch, hit him. So Abear will stand in, and the Braves have a promising scoring rally. The heart of their order, 2 outs and 2 aboard.
Next up for the Braves, number 18,
walk. It's supposed to be only mound visits to get the 3T oil change moniker, but we'll go ahead and give this visit between the coach and the batter the same credit. I got to go visit 3T in about 1,000 more miles. I was doing that math and checking that out today.
Oh, you plan ahead.
I do.
Impressive, just glare.
Sanamo in a pickle, but just needs to get 1 more out against a tough hitter, Abear. The pitch. Good breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. The Tarpons have 1, 2, 3 in the home half of the 5th. Sanamo, Pearson, Curall. The 0-1. Wide. Good block by Galicia, 1-1. Tarpons have someone trotting out to the bullpen. I'm not sure if that's a thrower or someone just telling the guys to come on in. Sanamo takes a look at the runner, the 1-1, wide, 2-1. Biggest spot of this game for HL Bourgeois right here. They've got a chance to really get themselves back into this one. A good hitter ahead in the count. The 2-1, wide, 3-1. Santa Mo's misses in this inning have all been to the outside portion of the plate.
Here's a big pitch here.
3 balls and 1 strike. And it's a strike on the inside corner. It's 3-2. The Braves will now get a head start. Everybody's going to be moving. There'll be a merry-go-round on the pitch. If Santa Mo dare go in there again, wouldn't be a bad idea. The 3-2. It's a ball, and the bases are loaded. So now Gavin Vortic will stand in. We have a visit brought to you by 3T. Coach Buck is going to go talk to Santa Mo. Got to give here. The bases are juiced. It's 3-0.
Braves, number 24, Vortic.
Vortic lined into double play and grounded out to Curall. Santa Mo's pitch. The breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. Staying out of the stretch despite the guys on base. The 0-1. 0-2. What I meant to say is despite the bases being loaded, rather. But 2 good-looking pitches there.
Yeah, we know they ain't going anywhere else.
Yep. Whatever's most comfortable to Luke at this point. He's 1 pitch away from potentially getting out of this. The 0-2. Good. Blocked by Galicia on a ball in the dirt. It's 1-2. Good job by Eduardo that time. Now it's 1-2. Both sides quiet. The calm before the impending storm. The 1-2 pitch. Another good block by Galicia. 2-2. Now.
Yeah, look, not a bad idea. See if he could chase one.
Yep, trying to get him to chase now. We're going to have to do business, though, because you don't want it to work full. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chopped to third, and it's a foul ball. Good job by Curall fielding it just in case, but it is a foul ball. I think it was a good call by Blue. It was definitely to the left of the bag.
Well, just when that pitch there, it showed me that Santa Mo has Vortic a little off balance here because it wasn't really a very wasn't a lot of contact on that swing.
Came with an off-speed pitch on the last one. Does he try to blow the heater by him here? The 2-2. It is a pitch that gets him and retires the side. Got him looking. Great job by Santa Mo working himself out of trouble. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. South of in the bullpen. But Sandoval did an excellent job getting maybe their best hitter looking to retire the side the last half inning. Now can he double down and get a hit off of Vortic here? It's 1-0. You know, Vortic saying to himself, man, I wanna strike this guy out right here. One ball, no strikes. It's the pitch. Inside, 2-0. Sandoval all year long has hit the ball hard, hasn't he? He has not always had the best luck with finding a hole, but he's always hit the ball hard. And now he's in a hitter's count.
Vortic's not very happy with the umpire with those two pitches.
No?
Kind of scared him down a little.
Well, you better throw it right down the middle here if you want to get one. It's grounded to short, charging it and making a throw into the outfield. That's just a dead red error, and I'll be honest, I don't know what Duce was doing. He had a lot of time, and he just threw it on the run, and it sailed way wide of Frazier on the bag, and Sandoval will stand at second. Jacob does not have an official at bat because he's walked twice in the game. He's showing bunt, and he's getting it down. That's a beauty. That is a beauty. They may not get a play anywhere. They throw it away again. It's going to be 4-0 South Lafourche. JP's heading to third. Nope, he'll hold up at second. But the Tarpons get an insurance run on a clean sacrifice bunt, and then the Braves throw the ball away again. So that'd be a sag bunt and then error. Don't know if that's on the pitcher or the first baseman there, but it looked like it actually hit the glove of their first baseman, Prejean. But either way, it will be another error.
Jacob Kiro.
He's headed over to second after they threw it away. Sandoval scored, so there's a runner at second with no out. Time called. And doggone Pierce still doesn't have an official at bat after the sag bunt. He's still 0 for 0. 0 from 1 with the sac fly. Pitch inside, 1-0. I would wonder how many pitches Vortic has thrown. He's had some stressful innings. No, Sandoval was at 71.
70, I believe.
70, okay. The 1-0 little knuckleball shot on the right side. That's trouble. They'll get the out at first. Pierce will advance, but boy, their second baseman Romero had to charge and go a long way and make a throw on the run to get the out. Leday has a 2 RBI double, and he's grounded out to the pitcher. And again, I'll say it as that one's inside corner for strike on 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 4-run game. I'm shocked they don't have their whole infield in here. Ground ball up the middle. It's 5-0.
You see Pierce is going to aggravate the pitcher at third.
Yeah, try to get him the ball. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Galisi on deck. Lede trying to get his third RBI of the game. Bordick trying to get a big strikeout in a big spot. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And a big second out. I want to thank Corey Bro, who told us that Bordick is at 78 pitches. Give or take a few.
We'll give him.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. I think the errors have angered the big fella, but he seems to be throwing a little harder and a little sharper now. The 0-1 fouled into the netting, and it's 0-2. Pierce is at third. He would score likely on any type of wild pitch or anything of the sort. Got to be careful of that 0-2. There's Vortic's delivery. Got him looking to retire the side. So a good bounce back from Vortic after the errors surrender another run. It's 4-0 South Lafourche. The Braves will send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. The Tarpons up by 4. We'll be back in a minute on KLEB.
Tonight's sixth inning is brought to you by Grand Isle Shipyard.
Prejean's 0 for 2, grounded out to the pitcher, flew out to right. That was that snow cone.
Leading off for the Braves, number 29, Prejean.
Got 6 outs to play with. First pitch of the 6th inning from Luke Santamo, who has been sharp out there, is a check swing, and he didn't go around 1-0. I think it was a good call. Yep. He offered. Harper's trying to earn their 10th win of the season. 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Be 10-9 if you get this one. The Braves are looking for their 9th win of the season. The Braves also have something on their record that's kind of weird. They have a tie. Opening day tie. Slow.
You know, like the Tarpons, if you look back at their records, the games they're winning and losing, teams with losing records, they've beaten.
Yep.
You know, we win in those games. So this is one we cannot let slip away.
Oh, no. Yeah, this, if you want to get in, this is one you got to have. The 2-1. High, 3-1.
And we got a stretch coming up with teams with winning records that we can compete with. And I think we can maybe go on a little streak.
3 balls and 1 strike. It's low, and it's a leadoff walk. So the Braves will have a base runner. in the name of Dawson Prejean. You know what we say
Next
about
up for the
leadoff
Braves,
walks.
number 22, Atkins.
Atkins will stand in. Are they going to run?
Yes.
Yeah, so they'll get a runner out there. You give me the number, I'll give you the name.
One? Is it one?
It's like number 1. Oh, my roster. Henderson, I'm told. My roster for the Braves isn't loading for some reason.
Pinch runner for the
Now I
Braves,
got it,
number
yeah.
1, Henderson.
Kanan Henderson. If the Tarpons could get back over the plate right here, as Atkins will stand in. Throw back and the runner safe. On a cooler than normal night in late March. Low, 1-0.
You say cooler, I say colder.
Yeah.
For the guy's 84 pitch.
Vortic, 84. Time called.
Yeah, from Coach Sanamo sent that to.
Okay, awesome. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Do you know how golf did yesterday? I know I had BJ on. He said they had a tournament where they able to play. Probably not, huh? With the rain.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Yeah.
I haven't. He didn't say anything today.
I asked him. I'll tell you a little story after the 1-1. Fouled into the screen. I asked him. Said, BJ, did you guys get your championship rings yet? He said, yo, what? Huh? Your championship rings for winning the Postal I took off. And he got a kick out of that. But I'm sure they are in the mail, though. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Don't know if they can afford it after they paid all the debt.
That one's behind the hitter. Boy, the Braves maybe catch a break there. I mean, the Tarpons catch a break. Bad break for the Braves, rather. But then again, up and near the head area, you don't want anybody to get hit there, whether you need a base runner or not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. High again, 3-2. Alicia trying to urge on his teammate who is fighting his command a little bit.
I don't see anyone in the pins.
Yeah, I think Worley came in. The Braves have a pinch runner out there. He has hardly any lead at all. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a big first out of the inning. Time called, and that might be the end of the rope. Luke's giving him the baseball, and he gave Coach Chandler Guidros one hell of a start tonight. 5 1/3. The runner at first belongs to him. Tarpon faithful giving him a round of applause. 3T pitch and change. We'll be back in
Next up for the Braves, number 8, Romero.
Romero grounded out to the pitcher and struck out swinging.
Luke was only at 81 pitches.
First pitch from Buzzgard is bunted down the line. Going to be a tough play. Got him. Yeah. He applied the tag. Yes, he did.
Nope. Base umpire called him safe.
Oh. I thought he applied the tag. I guess not. So it will be a bunt hit. It looked like the home plate guy was kind of saying he got him, but the base umpire disagreed. So it's first and second.
And not much of
Next
an
up for the
argument
Braves, number 10,
Yeah.
Landry.
Now can the bottom of the order come through? Landry will stand in. Strike on one. It makes you wonder if there's some sort of scouting report out there, because boy, Assumption bunted him to death too, didn't they?
Yeah, he burned the whole game.
The 0-1. Foul into the screen, and it's 0-2. A walk and a bunt hit have gotten the Braves to first and second. A strikeout has gotten them their first out. And it's 0-2 to Blake Landry with Buzzgard trying to record an out. The Braves have been flirting with scoring all game and just haven't been able to get a timely hit. The 0-2 high, and it's 1-2. From what I understand, the lack of, or the inability rather, to get timely hits has been part of the problem all year for these guys. 1-2. Swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. And now Guidry will stand in.
Next up for the Braves, number 12, Guidry.
Grounded out to the third baseman, flown out to the left fielder. Buzzgard just got a big second out for the Tarps. And high, 1-0. Tell you something, Galicia has done a good job behind the plate tonight.
Yes,
He's
he
blocked
has.
some balls in the dirt. He's caught some balls high in the air. Caught a ball behind the bat. Like, he has not let anything get by him today. The 1-0. Hit in the air should be routine. The outfielders are calling it, and that'll retire the side. The Tarpons get into a jam, but get out of the jam. It's 4-0 South Lafourche. We're going to the home half of the 6th. Chance to help himself out to start off the inning. It's the pitch. High and behind him 1-0. Bordick. He was inside 2-0. Coach Guitro saying, do him no favors, meaning if you're going to swing at this 2-0, it better be at the ultimate sweet spot. 2 balls and no strikes. Way off 3-0. As we often say when it's 3-0, no chance he's swinging here. He sees one down the middle, 3-1. Camden Burke, who's been seeing it well today, is on deck. He drew a walk his last time up. A 3-1. It's a leadoff walk, so the Tarpons will have the first man aboard. Our guy Tyler Sanders is going to go run out there at first. Camden Burke will stand in.
Number 15, Camden Burke.
You know the home plate umpire's name?
Courtesy runner at first base, Sanders, number 17.
I just want to shout out, he's doing a good job. He and Sean Rando have done an excellent job today. Pitch. Up 1-0. Camden looking for something that he could drive. Trying to hit something into the power alley. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Bordick throws back and the runner's in safe. Tarpons got 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth. Throw back and the runner's in safe. Ooh, nearly threw it away again. Bordick with the baseball in his mitt. And he delivers. High, 2-0. He's working himself into some trouble. He has issued a leadoff walk, and now he's behind 2-0. I don't know if maybe the steam has started coming out of that right arm a little bit. Coach Guitro's talking to Camden and probably telling him, hey, bro, he just walked somebody. Make sure you don't make it easy on him.
Yeah, I knew it. Emery Chauvin.
Emery Chauvin doing a good job today behind the plate. Throw back and the runner's in there. Tomorrow, Morgan City coming to town. And you know what's crazy? As we await the 2-0, he steps off. As much success as the Tarpons have had in recent years, and as long as you and I have been doing these games together, it wasn't until last year that we won our first game against Morgan City on the radio. Behind him, the runner's going to advance. It's now 3-0. Morgan City has given the Tarpons all sorts of trouble in recent years. That was his name, I believe it was Lorenzo Charles, a big slugger.
Big guy.
He had about 4 home runs in 2 games against us one year. Bordick better figure something out in a hurry. He's behind 3-0. And he walked him on 4, and none of the misses were all that close. Now Brock Johnson will stand. I think he's going to be asked to bunt. Let's see. Yep. And it's low, 1-0. That's the struggle right now for the Braves, is that your pitcher's just not locating. They're going to ask if he didn't get the bunt back. The umpire said no. He is going to show bunt again, pull back again. It's not close again, 2-0. You know how in the car that little yellow light comes on saying, you know, you're about to run out of gas? I think that light is on for Bordick. Time called. Bordick going to talk to his third baseman. Tarpons have a chance to really blow this one open. Up 4 already. The Braves down to their final 3 outs, 2 aboard, and a 2-0 count. And the top of the order lurking. It's 2-0. It's a strike, 2-1. Getros gives his call to Johnson and to the base runners. 2-1. Not close, 3-1. On deck is Kale.
This game has slowed down.
And the temperature has dropped. I'm even cold now. The 3-1. He walked him, and the Tarpons have the bases loaded with no out. Boy, that's going to make the Braves sick. They have only allowed 1 hit in the game, but it's walks and free passes, and yeah.
He gave up that double till a day back in the first. And
wow, I didn't realize that. First pitch from Romero is low, 1-0. 9-hole, Kale trying to do some big damage. The top of the order is salivating, looking to do some big damage. Pitch. Chopped on the left side.
Oh,
That's a
hit.
fair ball. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. The Tarpons will have a double, and it'll be runners at second and third. That ball took a wicked hop, just jumped over the bag, and the Tarpons add a couple of insurance runs on a double from Kale. And I know you've got some work to do to get there, but you could potentially maybe also get out of here if you could continue to string some hits together. Sanamo stands in. The pitch is a strike, 0-1. So right when Coach Kale says the Tarpons only have 1 hit, they deliver their second.
Well, I'm still got 1 hit.
Yeah, you're giving an E on that one. The pitch, low, 2-1.
He came over, make the play. He just didn't put his glove down there right.
Oh, 1-1. My apologies. There's a fan that is saying some very good advice. There's a ton of room on the right side. That one's hit up the middle on the left side, though. We'll score a run, and it'll be a put out. But Sanamo gets an RBI, and it's 7-0 Tarpons. Good job, Luke. Runner on second advances to third. Tarpons would take another one just like that. Just a little routine ground ball. Romero delivers by the catcher. Tarpons are going to score another run. It is 8-0. So the bases are now cleared. Boy, do the Braves get 18 or 28 power points for beating themselves tonight? Because they have certainly done a number on themselves today.
Tarpons took advantage.
Yep, no doubt. 2-0. Wide outside. The winning run is on deck for South Lafourche, potentially now the 8-run lead. It's in the dirt, 3-0. Still just 1 out. Romero. He walked him. Now the winning run's coming to the plate. He has the pop in that red bat of his to maybe send this home. Instead, he'll get a solid base hit to the right side. Sanamo will hold up at second. Tarpons have the winning run over at first base. And now Lede will stand in.
The Pierce at second.
Yep.
I'd even try doubles to make them throw you out.
Lede finds an alley somewhere. Maybe walk it off. Instead, he hits it a mile in the air. It'll get into the outfield grass, and it'll be caught. So 2 away on a sky-scraping pop-up. at the plate. It's been a little bit of a struggle, though he did draw a walk. See if Eduardo could come through. Romero delivers. Low, good block by their catcher Guidry, 1-0.
You know, coming up, we got the stinger of the game.
Yep.
Crazy how things will work out. Well, we'll explain that.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So we think in the same direction.
I think so. We audibled on one, said, "Oh, he could." Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
So we'll keep our tabs on that. It's 1-0 to Galicia. That's fouled. Maybe chase ball 2. It fouls it into the screen, 1-1. Braves do have activity. It is a lefty that is throwing down there. One ball and one strike. And here's the pitch. Wide, 2-1. On deck is Mason Buzigard. He led off this mess for the Tarpons with a walk, or mess for the Braves, rather. It's been a great inning for the Tarpons. 2-1. Grounded up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop, and he gets the tag applied to retire the side. But South Lafourche blows it open. They lead 8-0. They need to get 3 more outs to
take a string
Tonight's
of
seventh inning is brought to
and
you
also
by Industrial Power
with some help along the way.
Systems. Industrial Power Systems.
We often say it takes a little luck
Up for the
sometimes.
Braves, number 15, Rogers.
Rogers grounded out twice. Trying to get the leadoff man aboard. That's high, 1-0 from Buzigard. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock, the Tarpons are hosting Morgan City. Low, 2-0. It's a Tigers team that already is in double digits in victories. So another good PowerPoint earning opportunity for the Tarps. The 2-0. Low, 3-0.
Well, with Buzigard getting to work here, that may lead to Curao tomorrow, or
I would think. I walked him on 4. That's not what Coach Guitros wants to see.
Next up for the Braves, number 3, Duce.
now you get Brock Johnson.
Brock Johnson's available. Jacob Pierce is available. I think they're going to want to stick to the once-a-week routine with Curao for a while. Keep him on his 7-day schedule. That one's hit foul on the right side, and 0-1. So if I were a betting man, it would be Curel tomorrow. And look, here's the thing, man. I think everybody would agree that Honville is probably a better team than Morgan City, but they got about the same amount of wins. So it's about the same type of win that you would get as that one's foul, 0-2. Good hustle from Coach Guitros, going fish that foul ball down.
Our definition of hustle is different. I just want to say that.
0-2. Good breaking pitch, line to, or hit high to left rather. Chasing it down and making the play. Nice running catch from Brock Johnson. There's one away.
Nice job by Brock. He had a good ways to go to catch that ball.
Next up for the Braves, number 18, Hebert.
Duce gave it a ride. Duce is proven to be a good hitter, man. He's had a good day at the plate. He's had 2 hits. Now Hebert will stand in. He's also had a good day at the plate. Walked twice and got a hit. There's a strike 0-1. It's a Braves team that has been hot and cold, hit and miss. It's a team that played Assumption close twice, beat South Terrebonne, but then they have results like tonight where they just struggle. Strike. Buzigard, after issuing the leadoff walk, has been throwing some strikes. He's ahead 0-2. Low, 1-2. Guitros telling Buzigard to slow down a little bit. Take his time. Time called. Buzigard. Ahead in the count. Got him, and there's 2 away. Now Vortic will stand in.
Yeah,
Next up for the Braves, number 24, Vortic.
Too happy with the home plate umpire. 2 strikes, you got to protect.
One of those guys is Vortic. And that was the swinging point of the game. The Braves had the bases loaded. He struck out looking. It's high 1-0. The score was only 2-0, I believe, or 3-0, I believe, at that time when that happened. And they surrendered a run in the home half of the 5th, and then the floodgates opened in the 6th. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Tarpons are 1 out away from getting a home victory. Their 2nd home victory of the season. 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's 1-2. Thanks to everybody for listening tonight. Everybody for watching tonight. That one's chopped foul.
Close.
Just as I compliment his hustle, Coach Guitros makes a terrible defensive play out in the dugout.
Took a bad bounce on him.
Oh, I don't think the bounce would have mattered, brother. 1-2. The runner takes his lead at first. The pitch. Hit up the middle, and that's dropping for a hit. So HL Bourgeois will have runners at first and second. Vortic has a knock. Love Galicia telling his pitcher, hey, bro, we good. You are.
Next
You
up
got
for
an
the
8 lead.
Braves,
No
number
reason to panic.
29, Prejean.
Prejean stands in. He drew a walk his last time up. Breaking pitch wide, 1-0. Braves still have a young man throwing out there. Some crazy things will have to happen for him to be needed. Wide, 2-0. Tarpons are trying to get that always difficult 21st out. High, 3-0. On deck is Cooper Atkins. Pitch. There's strike, 3-1. Oh, there.
Nah, I don't see what he's arguing about.
Yeah,
Over
he
strike.
was right down the middle. Three and one. Chopped foul, and it'll be full. It'll next be a full count. 2 outs. Everybody will get a head start. They should get a huge head start, but they're not holding on the runners at all. And it's foul. Look out, vehicles. Heck, we've got Vanderbilt on the schedule coming soon. I'll say it. Cool pop.
Not tonight.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
You can have mine.
Guard's pitch. Chopped on the left side. Have to make a long throw. Oh, they couldn't pick it at first. And the Braves are going to score a run. Guard almost made a web gem, but the Braves will get on the board. It's 8-1. Be runners at first and second after they threw that baseball away. As Atkins will stand in.
Next up for the Braves, number 22, Atkins.
So nothing hurt except the shutout. It's got to get an out. There's a force at every base. Pitch. High, 1-0. Boy, the Tarpons really don't want to have to use another arm here. Love to get this thing in the barn. 2-0, it's high. The Braves are trying to make things interesting in the 7th. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Atkins has struck out twice, grounded out. It's wide, 3-1.
His pitch count is starting to elevate a little.
Yep. At least he actually threw the ball away, trying to get it back to him there. Tarpons did a good job backing that up. Time called. Mason wants another baseball. Three balls and 1 strike. And it's hit a mile in the air. That should do it. Pierce is calling him off, and the game is over. The Tarpons get a 8-1 victory over HL Bourgeois, earning their 10th win of the season. South Lafourche took advantage of some walks and some defensive mistakes and got some good pitching today to get the victory over the Braves. Coach Brian Colley, some final thoughts as South Lafourche gets the win today.